Today I'm talking about the hybrids. Should I hit it like a wood or should I treat it like an iron? Well, today I'm giving you all of the secrets that are going to give you the best opportunity to make the most out of this cheeky little golf club. More than any question that I get in the bay is, should I treat this hybrid like an iron or should I treat this hybrid like a wood? Well, it's a really good question, but ultimately it's a spurious question because you're just dancing around the ingredients of strike and flight. The angle of attack is a key player in making this golf ball launch. Now, the hybrid gives us more flight because of the makeup and the shape of the head. Where the weight is, where the moment of inertia is, it makes the golf ball take off a little bit more for you. So that angle of attack is really not as crucial with a hybrid as it is with an iron. Now, when the ball is on the floor, we always need to hit down on the golf ball. Now, the more that I hit down on that golf ball, the launch angle, box on the right-hand side, comes down. I now hit down at 8 degrees. Look at how the launch angle reduced. I increase that angle of attack. I go less down. So I go from 8 degrees down, and let's see if I can give you a 1 or 2 degree angle of attack. Angle of attack was a bit lighter on that one, and now all of a sudden I've got 11.4 degrees of launch angle. So should you treat it like an iron or should you treat it like a wood? Well, the reality is anytime a golf ball is on the floor, you have to hit down on it. So you are always going to treat a 3-wood, a 5-wood, even a driver, when it's on the floor, you have to hit it more like an iron. Because you need angle of attack. That angle of attack is the very ingredient that gets the golf ball first and then the turf. If you hit up on the driver, if you hit up on a 3-wood, those two clubs, because the driver's on a tee and the 3-wood's on the floor, if you're to hit up on both of them, the chances are you would start to get the golf ball too low off the face. So anytime you have a golf ball that's on the floor, you must treat it like an iron shot. But the iron shot can range when it comes to angle of attack from anything from 5.9 degrees down, 7 degrees down to only 1 degree down. Now, how much you hit down will dictate the launch angle that you get. Now, here's the news flash. The less you hit down on the golf ball, the more you reduce that angle of attack, the more the golf club is coming in from the side. It's not striking down. Now, if it's coming in from the side, all of a sudden you have more opportunity to collect grass. The light becomes more crucial. So you keep reducing that angle of attack. We're at 5.5 down now. Let's see if I can give you an angle of attack somewhere down in the 1 degree region. So you can see immediately the dynamic loft, the launch angle goes up because I've reduced that angle of attack. So hybrids do not sit out there as any different golf club. The reality is this hybrid needs to be treated like an iron shot. It needs to be struck down. Now the ball position, I hear you saying, hold it, give me a chance. The ball position is going to dictate your angle of attack. The more you hit down on the golf ball, the chances are that golf ball is back in your stance. When it's back in your stance, it gives you a chance to hit more down. The more the ball is forwards in your stance, the more chance it gives you of hitting up on the golf ball, less down. Those two ball positions then dictate the flight. That is a broad sense on how the angle of attack is affected. Now, if you want to find out more about angle of attack, go check out this video here. You know, it's crucial that you recognize angle of attack as the governing factor for all golf clubs. But the reality is, most golfers don't know how to change their angle of attack, which is why they ask the question, should I treat this hybrid like an iron or should I treat it like a wood? Because ultimately, most golfers are just swinging at the golf ball, and whatever their angle of attack is whatever their angle of attack is. But you need to recognize at 7 degrees down, you're going to take launch angle off. Now, if you were to do that with a 4-iron, at 7 degrees down, all of a sudden, I'm going to have too little in the way of dynamic loft. The launch angle will be struck down. You can see at 4 degrees down, I'm down at 10 degrees of launch. So if I was to now try and actually do it this time, actually give you more like the 7-8 degrees of angle of attack that I'm looking for, look at how the launch angle is low. Didn't quite catch that one. But all of a sudden, the launch angle is really coming down because this long iron is very much weighted differently, which is why everybody wants to go to more of a hybrid. The launch angle is affected by the angle of attack. The launch angle is affected by the makeup of the golf club. So the 4 degrees down that 4-iron just gave me a launch angle of 8.9 degrees, I now get that angle of attack down at very similar 5 degrees, look at 11 degrees of launch. So all of a sudden this hybrid is giving me more launch angle. You must treat it like an iron. You must hit down on it, depending on where the golf ball is in the stance. Now there's more to come on this because the swing moment down at strike is going to dictate your angle of attack. Now if you want to find out more about that swing moment, that moment where the golf club unloads past the grip, now how it unloads past the grip is ultimately going to dictate that angle of attack. So you need to be very aware of what is going to contribute to your angle of attack in your golf swing and how it's going to maximize the efficiency of this hybrid. So let's give you a nice one to finish off with. There's a nice angle of attack, there's a nice path line, and a lovely launch angle at 12 degrees. This hybrid is a useful golf club, especially in the winter time. But are you tired of paying too much for your premium leather golf gloves? Head over to gxgolfgloves.com. These are gloves tried and trusted by elite amateurs and tour players alike. Enter my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% off your next order. Go try them out, you won't be disappointed. Manage the angle of attack to get the most out of it. It is an iron golf club. It is a club that you need to strike down on. Manage that angle of attack and you will get the most out of this hybrid golf club. I hope that has been useful. Thank you so much for watching. Do consider subscribing while you're here. And that, my friends, is good coaching.